Hey everybody, welcome back to Dave and Will's Guitar. I really appreciate you being here. And if you could like and subscribe, that helps the channel a lot and I'd really appreciate it. All right, well, what do we got today? I've got a Solo Music Gear guitar kit. This is a PRK guitar kit. And I built it a while ago for myself, and then I ended up selling it. It was an awesome guitar, but I wanted to move new things in and out, and someone offered to buy it, and they now own it, but I have it back here for a short limited time. I was doing a little bit of work on it for them. Yeah, so let's talk about what I built. So this is obviously it's a PRS clone, so it looks like a PRS. And I was surprised. I bought this originally as a B stock. So the B stock issue was that there was some discoloration of the wood here, so it wasn't problematic, it just the grain didn't match. They had they had to refill it. I guess they had to like drill out something and glue a piece of wood in here and then fill it in. And after doing so, it didn't match perfectly. So I'm like, well, I'll buy it and paint it black and no one will see. So that's what I did. And that was the only defect. So I got a steal. This was like 220 bucks for the whole guitar. But this guitar, for what it is not the guitar I got, because I changed everything. This is none of the stock parts except for the neck and the body. Everything was redone. So let's get into what that is, or what that looked like. So as you can see, I put a metal plate here, and this has my name, Will, on it. I thought I was gonna keep it, but I guess that's the brand now, even though I don't really have a brand, but yeah. I put Gotoh locking tuners on it, and they fit perfectly. They were drop-in replacement for this guitar, and they feel great. If you've ever used a Gotoh locking tuner, they're fantastic. You can't beat them. You know, Hipshot, also good tuners, but you know, various options can all go in there. These are awesome. It had a regular, the nut was like some cheaper plastic material, and I changed it with a Graphtec nut, so high quality Graphtec nut, and I cut it to spec, and there's no issues. This nut is cut perfectly as far as string height, and there's no binding, so very, very good nut that I've put in here. The neck was a rosewood, it had a rosewood fretboard, and it's a little bigger. It's not like, I would say this is like a fatter C neck, and it's wide, and the neck and the fretboard is very flat. I want to say this is like a 14-inch radius neck. I'm sorry, 14-inch radius fretboard. So feels honestly more like an acoustic neck than it does a electric guitar neck, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me a whole lot. It just feels different than other acoustics because of the way it's built. So that was an interesting choice by them, but it feels good to me. So yeah, nickel frets, and we've got 22 of them, so 22 nickel frets. They're fine. They did have fret sprout when I got it originally, and so I corrected that, and then during the winter months they sprouted again, so I've had to correct it a second time, but now it feels great. So yeah, there was that issue to take care of, and they were not perfectly level, so I also had to level these before I sold this guitar because the frets weren't level. So those are some of the things I had to do, and you'll probably have to do that as well if you buy a kit guitar from Solo Music Gear. The fretboard is also darker than what it came with. So it was lighter, and I bought the Montepresso's, it's like made of coffee. It's like a stain, and you rub it on the guitar neck and you let it sit for a few hours or even days, and you can darken it up. So that's what I did. I wanted to have it was so light compared to the rest of the guitar, it just didn't really match. So after painting it the way I did, you know, it's black, stained black. All of this is stained, by the way, so everything's stained black. And then I just wanted the fretboard to kind of match it with a darker wood tone. Okay, so moving on, I put Lindy Fralin P90s in here, and those are the noiseless variant, and they sound very good. They're very expensive, but they sound awesome. I mean, they're not like a budget-friendly part, but nothing on this guitar was budget-friendly aside from the guitar itself. Every other part was relatively expensive. So yeah, those are very good. I put CTS pots in here, and they, again, great pots. They've had, you know, traditionally been great, and they still are. I believe this is a Pure Tone switch. I think that's what it is, and it is a Pure Tone jack for sure. I think they're both Pure Tone. So that's what I have in here. And then I bought, I did not change its tailpiece because it just needs to be a block of metal that doesn't move, and that's what this is, so that's great. And a Resomax Graphtec bridge. So the Resomax is really nice. I think it gives a nicer resonance, and then that plastic, well, it's not plastic, it's like an alloy. It's not metally feeling, it's somewhere in between, but better quality bridge, feels great, and plays great, no binding, etc. So yeah. Oh, another thing. So this guitar did not have this cutout here when I bought it. So I put this in myself. If you ever want to make a cutout of a guitar when you buy a kit, you need a rasp. So I bought a rasp. It's like basically a way to cut wood. Like it's almost like very aggressive. Imagine the most aggressive sandpaper. It's just a metal tool that has teeth on it, and you just hack away at it. You saw away at it, and then you create a contour, and then you have to sand it to make it nice and feel good. So that actually was not hard to do. It was the first time I've ever done one, and it feels great. It's nice. If you hold it closer to your body and it relieves the weight, yeah, it's just great. This guitar weighs 7 pounds. So another nice feature is not heavy. So yeah, that was very cool too, to have a nice light guitar. The stain, as far as the stain goes, I used now it looks purple and black, but it's not. This was supposed to be black and silver. But when I mixed, I had like a silver pigment, and when I mixed the silver pigment with the black, I thought I would like make it kind of like I would blend in the black color with the silver. Well, it turned it purple. So now the guitar is purple. So yeah, looks great to me. So I'm not upset by it. And that was something that I didn't expect, but happy little accidents. So all good. You'll see this black line down the center. So I noticed with this B-stock guitar, this was the other thing, is where they join the body, there's a little bit of glue that had seeped out, and when you put stain on glue, the glue will not accept the stain, so you'll still see the glue line throughout, like where the two halves are joined. And to cover that up, I just put tape and I spray painted a black line down the center. So it looks cool. I mean, you don't really notice it, I think, until I mention it, but it covers up that glue mark, and you can't tell that it was there even in the first place. So yeah, I think that's it. All said and done, the parts. So CTS pots, these are like, I want to say like 10 or 15 bucks for both of them. The switch was like 10 or 15 bucks. I can't remember. The bridge is $100. I used the stop bar tailpiece was the only thing I kept from the original guitar. The pickups were, gosh, Lindy Fralin pickups were like close to 300 bucks, I want to say. They're somewhere around there, 250, 300. And then the tuners were 70. So yeah. Oh, and that little nameplate with my name is like $10 on eBay, or not eBay, what was it? On Amazon, you can make a little custom decal. So it's like $10 or $15. So, all said and done, like, I mean, $700-ish. It was a little more than that, but right around there is what I paid for everything. And then of course you have to have all the tools to work on it. But this is a great guitar. I've told the person who owns it, I'm like, if you ever want to sell it or you don't want it, I'd like to buy it back. So he likes it a lot, and I'm glad he does. But sometimes I'm sad I sold it because it is such a good guitar. So yeah. Well, guys, let's get to those tones. I'll let Dave take it away. At this point, if you're thinking about getting a solo music gear guitar kit, I'd highly suggest it. I've had good experiences with them, and maybe you guys will too. But let's listen to those tones and hear what this sounds like. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dave and Will's Guitar. I'm Will and this is Dave. You've seen his face at least once or twice in these videos. Today we are now finally finishing the tones and we're going to talk about this guitar. So Dave, let's start with playability. We usually start there. Playability on this guitar, what do you think?
It feels good. The neck is a little, we talked about a little fat for me. It feels almost like, fat here and then like narrow here, kind of, so it's like going like that a little more. Certain things actually like hurt my thumb a little bit with this sometimes, you know, it's like, but I mean, for the most part, it's fine.
You said, so you said like narrow the width of the neck here, like it's narrow
it almost feels like it's narrow from here to here, you know, like this side to this side, you know, and then fat here, so it kind of makes it more like
you have to make a
like
claw or something.
You know? But for the most part, I think it's okay though, you know.
It's not like it's not like a super fat neck, but it is bigger than like a lot of other necks, and that I don't know, like a big fat C, C-shaped neck. So I think if you've played a Silver Sky out there, I think it's kind of closer to that neck, maybe a little bigger even.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like. The fretboard is also very, very flat. So like when you do wrap your fingers around it, you got to wrap them even farther because it's flatter, right? You got to, because it's not nice and rounded for your fingers. You got to like pull them in even farther. So, if you know what, honestly, to me, and from a few other acoustics I played, it feels more like acoustics. Acoustics have a generally flatter neck, and that's what that neck feels like. So
it kind of reminds me of almost the Yamaha, my first acoustic.
Oh, really?
I had, like similar kind of,
So interesting enough, you know, I'm surprised they put that neck on this electric guitar because it's, you know, it looks like a PRS, but it does not have a neck like, I guess if you bought a McCarty, a big fat like neck on a PRS guitar, like there's a few that have a fatter neck. That's kind of what that neck feels like. So maybe that's what they emulated.
Or like the Silver Sky, kind of
Silver
like you're
Sky,
saying. Maybe, So they were going more for that.
It's an interesting choice because I think they're more popular models. I mean, the Silver Sky is the most popular model for like years on end. So maybe, I don't know if that's maybe what they're trying to mimic, who knows? But that's definitely what it feels like. If you like small necks, this is not the guitar for you. So might be something else. What about the rest of it? So like, and we had some problems today, guys, getting those tones, but let's talk about those tones. So the clean sounds, what did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought we didn't really have any issue with that. I thought that it was really nice.
The pickups sound great. You know, those are Lindy Fralin noiseless P90s, and they sound very, very good. If you ever have a chance to play them or, you know, buy a pair, they're fantastic. I mean, I would not be upset with that sound. They just sound very good. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to say about the tone other than, I mean, you guys heard them. So what do you guys think? But did you have anything to add about at least the cleans or anything?
Not the cleans. You know, the distorted, we were having a little bit of issue. I think it just turned out that it might have been just the distortion we were using, right? You know, for this lead part, that little, something there. It's hard to tell if it's just the distortion or maybe it's
something else,
intonation or what, you know. It's fine. The chords were fine. You know, it was weird. You know, and the octaves were fine. You know?
Right.
It's just when you do that. Even then, you know. I mean, I'm trying to see if I'm pressing down too hard or something. Don't think I am. I'm like, maybe, I don't know. So there was that, but we figured that out.
So the owner of this guitar, he likes his action a little higher, and so that's going to definitely affect your playing. So normally I like a little bit of lower action, and I know you do as well. So it's not that it's unplayable, it's just like you're pulling the string farther, and so that's going to obviously change the way it feels and plays if you're, you know, if that's not something you play all the time. So I can definitely see that being taken into effect. You know, I'm throwing a new guitar in Dave's hands every week, and I'm like, all right, play this and make it sound great. You know, it's a tall order, really.
But it's weird because when we used the clean tone, it didn't seem like it was an issue. You know, it was like, I don't know. It almost seems like maybe it's something. And you said also it could be something with the way we're
we're recording.
Running the distortion, running the things like where it's coming out of the amp and it's also coming out of
the
speakers,
studio monitors,
the studio monitors or something. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah.
So yeah, we had some interesting technical aspects to this guitar. So no, it was the first encounter. But I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily the guitar, maybe some of the way we recorded it. We are using a new amp, so the cleans were on the Princeton Reverb. That gets a lot of attention on this channel, but the distorted tones were on a model of a Marshall JCM 800. So, you know, we don't usually use that amp profile. This is a new one we tried to bring to you, and we really like the rhythm part, but some of the other accompaniments just didn't really sound great the way you wanted it to, at least. So it sounds good. It's just, you know, we like to bring it to you guys, you know, in a way that sounds the best we can give, right? So that's kind of what we're going for. Yeah, overall, I mean, okay, if you were going to talk about the guitar as far as the construction, I built it, so you can be brutally honest. Would you think that that's a good guitar kit worth buying, or like, would you think like, oh, maybe this is, I know that's a hard ask, like, what do you think? Is this worth buying? I mean, the guitar, honestly, before without all the stuff that I put in it, was like a little over $200. Would you think like, oh, maybe there's a different kit, or, I mean, because we've played your other kit guitar, which one do you prefer if you were to compare the two?
I mean, overall, I think I prefer the other one, the Hungerford, or
the Hungerford Strat.
Right. The neck is more comfortable, but again, that neck is not the one that came with it. Actually, you know, so
right.
I mean, but these pickups sound really good. I think,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
It's like, you know, and then there's also like just figuring out the wacky thing on there, you know. So yeah, just neck issues, I guess.
Right. So, yeah. I don't think I would buy it again. Yeah, I don't. That neck is just bigger than what I prefer, and so I don't think I would. I mean, I wouldn't buy it because I would not want to play it. So unless someone asked me to buy that, build it, and give it to somebody, or, you know, sell it to somebody, then I'd consider it. But I wouldn't buy it for myself.
Which you did sell it to somebody.
I did sell it. I did build it for myself.
It's an awesome guitar.
Yeah, it's fantastic guitar. It's awesome. It's so good. No, it's just
personal preference,
right?
Because he really likes some of the things that we don't, or like that, the thick neck and all that. He said,
right.
like he likes that it feels more like an acoustic.
Sure. So, and I'm just talking about my preferences, the way it feels. It has nothing to do with the build quality. I mean, build quality, I think it's really good. I did have to do some like re-drilling and move some things around because I changed a lot of the parts. So because I did not build the stock parts for this guitar, and I switched a lot of things out. And I also glued the neck in, not perfectly aligned, so I had to move the bridge and the tailpiece over a little bit. So those are not in the positions it originally came in, but that was my fault, not the guitar's fault. So anyway, they had to move over a 0.5 millimeter, so which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about the string alignment on the neck, you have to do those things. So again, not the guitar's fault, that was mine. But now it's perfect. You know, there's no issues with the alignment or anything there. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know if there's any more to say. Any final thoughts? Any burning desires?
Not really. I think.
Yeah. Overall, yeah, it's a good guitar, and I mean, playing it, and when I play it and I hear it, I mean, I really like it. And I'm like, I even told the guy, I'm like, if you ever sell this, I would like to buy it back, because I did, as much as I say like, ugh, the neck isn't for me. I like the rest of the guitar. You know, I like the way it sounds. I like all the parts on it. It's just sometimes the neck, I fight it a little bit.
Plus, it has your name on it.
It has my name, yeah, little metal nameplate that I bought online. So it was an interesting experience. If you guys have never bought or, you know, like built a kit, I would say like get out there and try it. You'll be surprised to find out, you know, what you think about a kit built guitar. I mean, there's a lot of things I learned, at least, about how to set up a guitar and all the different work that goes into it. But it was an interesting experience, and you can, you know, if you spend a little time figuring out what you want, you can get something that's like very close to what you want. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it, folks. And thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you all these wonderful guitars. We want to show you massive amounts of guitars, vast amounts of guitars, a sea and an ocean of guitars. And we'd like to show you more, so please do that. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you guys later in the next one.